This is the Time Machine Guitar Company Ideal Client Screencast. So just a little bit about who we are can really be said in the mission statement, which is our mission is to make high-quality, American-made electric guitars and sell them at an affordable price. So who is going to want our guitars? I've narrowed it down to 7 categories. Number 1. Those who desire American-made electric guitar, but they can't quite seem to afford it. A buyer that wants to get the most out of their money. Those who enjoy electric guitar manufacturers who have a strong and interactive social media presence. Those who find satisfaction in companies that give back to their communities or environment. Those who want a high-quality guitar for a reasonable price. Those who like to buy from companies that utilize unique characteristics that help to define the brand. And those who find value in the $500 to $900 price range. So a little bit about that. The average electric guitar price sold in the United States in 2016 was $505, which is it's not a number where you can find a 100% American-made electric guitar in the current market. Retail sales units in 2016, the number that I've really focused in on here is in between $201 and $1,500. 380,537 electric guitars were sold in 2016 at that range. And another interesting price range to really focus in on here is over $1,500, sold 311,037 guitars, which is over 100,000 more than up to $200. So it just goes to show that people are willing to spend money on quality. However, if they can get that quality for a more affordable price, it's reasonable to assume that these over $1,500 electric guitar purchasers would be willing to purchase at a lower price if they were getting the same quality that they get for paying over $1,500 for a guitar. So is there even a market? Well, there's no data out there that determines how many electric guitar players there are in the world. We can estimate that there are still millions of people in the world who are playing guitar. Just on YouTube alone, the top 50 guitar channels are counting 1.06 billion views, and that's just the top 50. And that was also as of March 2012. YouTube has really grown a lot since 2012. And there's more people out there doing guitar videos now. I just couldn't find a statistic similar to this for a more recent date. But, YouTube is the second most used search engine in the world. So it's reasonable to assume that it's probably accounting for maybe even 2 billion views. And at Guitar Center, while they say that Guitar Center is going bankrupt and all of that, they still did $2.2 billion in revenue. And while I know they sell more than electric guitars, they also sell bass and acoustic and keyboards and drums and band instruments. I would say that it's reasonable to assume that a large portion of their revenue is dedicated to electric guitar related items. Okay, so musical instrument sales are in the billions of dollars. 2015 music store sales, Guitar Center, 2.14 billion according to this statistic. Then you've got Sweetwater, Sam Ash, which are also more well-known musical instrument suppliers. And these are just the top 10. I believe the website I got this from said that there's over 200 different retailers, and these are just the top 10. So yeah, there's definitely still a market out there for electric guitar sales, especially since each one of these manufacturers are selling electric guitars And while, again, it may only count for a portion of their sales, the statistics are showing that there's still 380,000 electric guitars being sold in that $201 to $1,500 price range. So just as an example, Paul Reed Smith, they make 13,000 guitars per year in Maryland, 25,000 guitars per year in South Korea. That's as of 2013. And their 2012 revenues, they did $43.5 million. And this is just a guy who's building custom-made guitars that usually price out from $1,500 to $3,500. But the ones they make in Korea are usually around $800, which is where the price range I'm trying to be at with Time Machine Guitar Company for a 100% American-made guitar. So, target market demographics. We're looking at Americans aged 18 to 65, male or female, employed. They need to have money to be able to buy a guitar. And guitarists that are past the beginner phase and ready to move on to a more advanced, newer instrument. The male and female population total in the United States as of July 1st, 2017 was 325,719,178. It's a good number for potential and current electric guitar players. From 18 to 65, I have the statistics here for under 18 and for over 65 years. So, roughly 26% are below 18 or over 65, leaving 74% of Americans inside of my price range. So here's the statistics for the populations between ages 18 and 65. It shows the under 18 and the over 65 statistics. So after doing the calculations, the remaining 62% of the U.S. population are between 18 and 65 years old, which narrows down that target market down to about 201,945,890 people. So over the age of 16, as it didn't really start at 18, but 16 is kind of close. This was the statistic that I could find. We're showing a labor force participation rate, which is the key one to look at here, as of January 27, somewhere around the 63% mark. So 63% of that 201 million people are actually working and can use their money to buy electric guitars. So starting off as a business, it's good to stay local. So I'm close to Charlotte. The population there is 827,097, and that's as of May 19th, 2016. But I'm not trying to stay local to Charlotte, not even really trying to have a brick and mortar store. Really looking to sell direct to consumer online and distribute to music stores across North Carolina at first, and then into Tennessee, South Carolina, Virginia, so forth. So going across North Carolina into those music stores, 10.3 million people. Of course, online, I'm going to be able to reach the entire United States, which is 327 million people. And eventually, I want the brand to be a worldwide brand and start shipping overseas. Australia, India, and the UK also have a large number of electric guitar sales each year. Thank you for watching.